everybody. Welcome back. Happy New Year. And thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed, you gotta support this girl. Okay. Anyway, ready to love DC now. Shiloh, and Phil. You know, what they had showed us prior to this episode is like, it was very serious. Like, Phil had put his hands on Shiloh, and we all know how we feel about anybody putting their hands on you, right? So then, we were angry at Phil. Like, what the heck? What's happening? And then we see the show, we see the episode, and I'm like, it's being stretched. It's like, this is too much. You know what I mean? It seems like Shiloh went into this evening, the date, where there were no cameras. They were all drinking and having a good time. Seemed like she didn't like whatever the answer that she was given by Phil, because she kept insisting on, let me know, tell me what you think, tell me where I am at this point. And if you're at a point in a relationship where you have to find out from your partner where you are, then you already know where you are. You understand? That you shouldn't be asking this question. You already know. Your gut is always telling you, how they treat you is how they feel about you. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to go asking Phil, how do you feel about me? What is happening here? Am I still your number one? No, no. And to be honest, Shiloh is a good fit for Phil. Shiloh, compared to Sydney and Shiloh, I would choose Shiloh for Phil, because trust me, let him go ahead and choose Sydney, and his heart is gonna be broken for sure. I cannot wait for this reunion. But when Shiloh goes on this date with Phil, it's at night, they're drinking, okay? So they're all having a good time, but she's insisting on knowing, getting an answer from Phil. Am I your number one? Am I your number one? And then she doesn't seem to like what Phil is giving her. And for her, that sounds like there's no communication. Yes, there is communication. Girl, the guy, Phil is already trying to tell you, hey, I like you, you're a good girl, but, I'm not there. Just like the way you did to Tyrone. Guys, you and Tyrone went out, right? And Tyrone told you, I am choosing you to be my wife. Oh, okay. But then you didn't see yourself getting there with him. Now, you told him, I cannot see myself getting there, and that's how he was eliminated. Now, on the other hand, Phil, he probably doesn't want to tell you that he doesn't see himself getting there, and he doesn't really see himself getting there. But, the way you communicate, you should know that it's not the way somebody else communicate, right? And the thing is, when she was asked, no, when Phil asked her, do you think I was intending to hurt you? She's physically, no. End of story. End of discussion. This is where we should have let this thing go. Okay? So if he's not intending to hurt you, that's his head. That's done. When you go there saying emotionally, listen, a heartbreak is a heartbreak. It's a heartbreak. It's a heartbreak, and that's all it is. Because Phil is explaining to us that, the place you guys were in DC, it was dangerous. You were drunk. You were angry. There was no way he would have let you go and just not think about, oh my gosh, I'm going to go get her. And when you say, oh, you know what, I need space, you can need your space and maybe in the car. How about telling Phil, you know what, I need my space. Don't follow me. Here are the keys. I'm not going to drive when I'm drunk. I just need space. Now go to the car. Stay in the car by yourself. Then you get your space there. You're not going to get your space on the streets of DC, where it's very dangerous. Many women are being abducted every day. I agree with Phil. Like, you know what? I would rather you get annoyed and leave to tell the story. You understand? Then something happens to you, I will never forgive myself. And we'll all be coming for Phil if something happened to Shiloh. And we can say, oh, it was, there was no danger. Danger was not imminent and all that. Who knows? Who knows? if you'd have said, or if it was during the day, circumstances were different. Circumstances were very different. If it was during the day, nobody was drunk, and you had this argument, and you're like, give me my space, okay? I need space. Then would be coming for Phil. Like, you know what, this isn't a grown woman who is saying she needs her space. During the day, nothing is gonna happen to her. It was at night, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. No way. No. And guess what? She says these are triggers for me, in my childhood and the way I grew up, but you're still getting to know each other. Phil did not have this information with him at the time. You know what I mean? And so we cannot come for Phil. We just can't. And then I see or I hear that, she had bruises over here. Listen, if the guy is big, he's trying, and I'm not advocating for any violence over here. I am not, we just don't know. We just don't know the story here. The truth. And I hope that, in the reunion, they will elaborate more and enough of this editing, because, if there were bruises, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm really confused. Because Shiloh says there were bruises. I mean, if you were just trying to grab her and bring her back to the car or bring her back to a safe place, where are there bruises though? Why? That's the twist of this story now. Why are there bruises, Phil? If you're trying to grab somebody, because Shiloh says he was lifting me up. He lifted me up. Now, lifting doesn't seem aggressive, but then if there are bruises, that's too much now. That's too much. I'm telling you, it's too much. Why? Now, this show is this cast, this show is just, at this point, okay, all these couples, and maybe the only couple that should be introducing anybody to the family is Aisha and Dante. I can see those two getting there and being successful in their relationship, because these are, Aisha has her own kids, Dante has kids. I don't think anybody is planning to have any more kids, and even they did, they seem mature enough. Walter and Sabrina, I don't see it. I just don't see it. I have not seen that intimacy. I am still saying, for Walter, Muman was his connection. Really, Muman was his connection. I don't see him and Sabrina getting anywhere. I really don't. I don't see it. And Sabrina keeps saying that another red flag. I mean, how many red flags do you need to call it quits? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't share any kids. At this point, Walter is not seeing anybody else. Then I would expect the intimacy level is in a higher level. It's not there. You see Phil and Sydney sharing a kiss. I mean, you see Dante and Aisha sharing a kiss. Muman and Frank, no, it's not happening. It's not happening. I would have chosen Muman for Frank. But Frank is so focused on Sydney's ass, and, like, he's so confused about it. I don't know. This season, I just don't like it. And then every cast is always complaining about this producer, who is always telling them. I mean, if it is Ready to Love, these are adults coming into the show saying, hey, I've tried everything I can to find love and I haven't succeeded. I feel like the producers should just be guiding them, but not telling them, hey, now you have to decide this, you have to send this one home. And like Zadia, why are you telling Zadia she has to send Naim home and fight for Dante? That should be left to Zadia. That is Zadia's decision. She just have to be left. She's an adult. Let's trust her. It is her heart, it's her life. We're going to have to trust her to make those decisions. You cannot just come, just because you're a producer, you come here telling her, you're going to have to make this decision. You have to send this one home and you have to fight for this other one. No. I am still mad about why they sent Camille home. Camille and Cornelius, why did they have to send them home? Why? The point of the show was find love, You have tried other places. You did not succeed in finding love. Now you're here. Find love. If you do, kudos for you. You still sit until the end. Why did you have to send Cornelius home and Camille? Why? Why are you sending Zadia and Naim home if they chose each other? Okay. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you. Can't wait for this reunion, and I cannot wait for another. I feel like this producer has to go for us to have a better. In order for us to have a good show, he's not no. Mm-mm. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, you have to subscribe, you have to like, you have to share. And have you watched Kamisha reviews? I am on the panel. Have you been watching? You're gonna have to watch. Every Saturday we go live. Today we're having technical difficulties, so I wasn't able to speak my mind. You know. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you think about this Shiloh and Phil? Do you feel like Phil should have given her the space that she needed? Hmm? Do you feel that Phil did anything wrong? Do you think that it was that Shiloh was just stretching the situation? Hmm? Again, I say, you do not have to ask anybody, where are we at? When you start asking those questions, it's no longer a relationship. You just have to say, you know what, it is not meant to be. Yeah, you really have to. So you guys, do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and I will see you in the next episode. Oh, by the way, I am gonna be reviewing the Selling Tampa. I like it. I like that show. It's on Netflix. You're gonna have to come back here, watch the review, share your thoughts, comment below, subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.